Hello everyone. So today we are going to see one program to store an array element in ascending order. Let's we assume that that user has entered that array element in any order randomly, but we have to write a program so that our array element should be in ascending order. So first, what is the logic to write the code? The logic is like that every array element we have to compare with the other element, and one by one we have to fix that array element in a position. It means that first array element, if it is fixed, then we have to fix that the second array element position by comparing other array elements. So like that we have to write the code for that. So let's we start to write the code. So here this is the common format. Here let me consider that one integer variable of size, then I comma j, these variables are required. Then another one temporary variable is also required, and one array, let me take it of maximum size 100. Okay, so we will give the message to that user to enter the size of an array. So that message is like that: enter size of an array. Okay, when this message observed on the output screen, user can type the size of that array. That size we have to store in a variable size, same variable I have considered here. Then after that we have to give the message to that user to type that array elements, and that message should be enter %d elements of an array. So this %d will print the value of size. Then we have to write the for loop to store that array element, which will start from 0 less than size. Every time its value it will be incremented, and then I can write here scanf. Here I will not use that the curly bracket, open and the close curly bracket, because only one scanf function is present in that for loop, so it's not necessary. As a beginner point of view, you can use it that open and the curly bracket braces is there. So here I can write comma ampersand arr of I. Okay, so this for loop will store that array element. If we wish to print that array element, we can print. So for that, once again I will give that message to that user. Here I can write /n and array elements are, and then again I use that for loop I is equal to 0. Oh my god, 1 minute please. uh, I less than size and I plus plus. Once again I will not use that open and curly close curly bracket, because only one printf statement is present in the for loop. So this is will be the valid syntax for the for loop. If only once in one statement is present, not necessary to use the curly braces. So here I can write arr of I. Another one thing to print, to separate that array element, let me use that the space void. Okay, now our actual logic, it starts to store that array element in a ascending order. Here I can write ascending order. Logic, it starts from here. So as we decided, or as we discussed, the logic is that every element we have to check it with or compare with that in another element. other elements of an array. So for that, let me start this first for loop with I is equal to 0, I less than size, I plus plus. Another one for loop is required because first element of an array should compare with the other elements of an array. So for that, I use that j, but the j it starts from I plus 1. Okay, because when that I is equal to 0, the j starts from 1 to uh, the size of an array. So in this way, we can compare the one element with other elements of an array. So for that purpose, the two for loops are required, and this is the logic. And now here I can write if in bracket first element of an array which is given by that I variable, if it is greater than the next element of an array j, okay, then what to do it, we have to shove this numbers. So here I can write temp is equal to array of I, then array of I is equal to array of j. Actually this logic is nothing but mathematically, if you want to do store that array element in ascending order, the same logic we use it here. Just I have write this logic in the C language, nothing better than that. So sorry, this is not, this is the temp. Okay, and then so this in this way that array element will be stored in ascending order, and once it will be stored in that ascending order, we have to print, and that printf message, let me give it to the, in this way. Here I can write ascending order of an array, and that will be printed once again by using that for loop I is equal to 0 comma I less than size comma I plus plus. Okay, and then only one printf statement is there, so I will not use once again here uh, the open and the close curly bracket here. Oh, let me give that space comma, and here I can write arr of I. Okay, okay, so our program is finished. So just try to revise. Here I consider a size from that array. Here the first for loop we have to consider to store that array element. Second one is for the printing, and this one is that array logic. Let me compile. Okay, okay, the first message observed on that output screen, enter the size of an array. Let me type it as a 5. Suppose I type it in a random way. 9 first element, second element is 1, third one is 0, then 2, then 7. Here that order is not mentioned. Now we will check it. Now you can check it here. Our array elements first I have printed as it is, but in the ascending order you can check it. The 0 it come first, after that would come 1, 2, 7, 9, means now that array elements are stored in the that ascending order is there. Okay. If we want to print that array element in a descending order, the same program, how I can make it for that second logic? Only one thing, only one change is required here. In place of greater than, if I write it down, it's a less than. Just check it. And now, if I try to compile and if I try to run, then once again, I let me type it as a 5. Again, I will give that in a random way. First element is 0, second one is 9, third one is 1, fourth one is a 3. Then if I give it, it's a 8. Then you can check it what happens here. So the first element is bigger than that any other elements. It means that the 9 is the first element, 8 is the second, 3 is the third, 1 and 0. It means that now that array are stored in a descending order. Only one change is there in this for loop, less than or the greater than. Okay, hope that uh, you should understood this how to store that array element in a ascending as well as in a descending order. If you have that inquiry, so you can write a WhatsApp to me, or you can write the mail to me. Okay, so today we stop here.